So then, beloved ones, looking forward to this, do your utmost to be found by him in peace, spotless and blameless. Oh, to be found in peace. You mean not like those who are having problems sleeping because they can't have peace because they're busy running around in wrong directions and needing everybody to be on their side? He says, no, I want you to be doing your utmost to be at peace and spotless and blameless, and reckon the patience of our master as deliverance, as also our beloved brother Shaul wrote to you according to the wisdom given to him. As also in all his letters, speaking in them concerning these matters in which some are hard to understand, which those who are untaught and unstable twist to their own destruction, as they do also the other scriptures. So you then, beloved ones, be forewarned. Watch, lest you also fall from your own steadfastness, being led away with the delusion of lawlessness. So here he's saying, look, if you are not taught correctly, if you're not actually trained and taught, and you're unstable, you could twist the word, and in twisting it, what you end up with is in a delusion of thinking you're right when you're actually in lawlessness. That's back to master, we did all this in your name. And he said, no. You thought you did. You thought I was behind it all. You thought I was in agreement with you, but you were doing lawlessness. But they didn't think they were. He says, oh no, be forewarned. Now, what does it mean then to be taught and stable? How does one become taught and stable? What amount of instruction and study qualifies you to be taught and stable? And by the way, maybe I'm wrong here. We do have a teaching called Learn and Teach the Torah, which I need to redo, so we'll redo that at some point, hopefully this year. But to be taught, I think, implies there being a teacher. So if you're untaught, maybe you're someone without a teacher. And maybe that makes you more susceptible to twist the scriptures to your own destruction and others, which fits into Proverbs 4 when you're warned against this stuff. Because he says the untaught, those without a teacher, those without an Ephesians 4 teacher, they're unstable. How many of you have noticed that those that are uncovered, when you talk to them over a period of time, you notice a lack of stability? They change, they drift, they fly from doctrine to doctrine, position to position. Anybody notice that? You see the unstableness of that. They are the unstable. And they're untaught. To be taught, you need a teacher. Oh, but we got the Ruach teaching us. Really? So is the Ruach confused? Because if the Ruach's teaching everybody that's claiming that, that's a problem. Because I can promise you, everybody that you find, go out there and find 5, 6, 8 people that claim they're being taught by the Ruach and see if they all agree with each other. Matter of fact, just find 2 and see if they agree with each other. I don't think so. So no, the Ruach is not the one doing all the teaching. The Ruach is teaching, hopefully through the anointed, appointed teachers. Your job is to go find one of those. And then the Ruach in you is helping you recognize that. Go to the teaching called Understanding the Ruach, if you're confused about that. But notice that when it talks about this, they're being led away by the delusion that they're being lawful when they're being lawless. That's what I think that delusion is. They're not delusional thinking breaking the law is going to be my ticket to success here. Now, they could be buying into the delusion that the law has been done away with. It's nailed to the cross. We don't need it anymore. And so, therefore, they're doing lawlessness thinking it's okay. The law says don't eat pork. Oh, but I love pork. The law says a lot of things that, well, if it's done away with, well, then we just do whatever we want. We got to be careful with that. Because otherwise we become untaught and unstable. Or actually we demonstrate and recognize, we should recognize that we are already experiencing the problems of being untaught and unstable. I'm going to say this as strong as I can. If you have not yet, you need to find yourself a teacher. If it's me, great. If it's not, fine. Go find one. For all those you think that I'm out there thinking that everybody has to follow me, that's not true. You need to find a teacher. If it's me, that's great. If it's not, that's great. You got to walk out your own salvation.